All right guys, so today we're going to be installing a Draw-Tite Class 3 tow hitch on the back of my wife's 2019 Honda CRV. Now on Amazon it says this hitch is for a 2017 through 2025, except for hybrid CRVs. So if you have one of these vehicles, maybe this video will help you out. It comes with all the mounting hardware here, these springs with this cable. I'll show you guys exactly what that's for later on in this video. We should be able to just drop this exhaust down from the hangers, be able to hold this up in there and mount it right up in there. So hopefully it goes good and easy. I'm hoping it does. I'm hoping I can get that exhaust off easily. Now I picked this up on Amazon for right around 150 bucks. Again, this is the Draw-Tite brand. One thing I noticed is the powder coating was chipping off on these side rails here. Wasn't too happy about that. I'll spray it up with some paint once I get it installed. Even on this side, this has a 4,500 pound max gross trailer weight, 675 pound tongue weight. But obviously we're not gonna be able to tow that much with the back of this CRV. What we're mostly gonna use it for is I have a small platform rack to haul camping gear and also a bicycle rack to haul my e-bikes. All right guys, so we got the car over the pit. We're gonna go ahead and lube the exhaust hangers up with some silicone spray to try to help remove those. Now you can buy a set of exhaust removal pliers, which is what I intended on doing, but I wasn't going to have them in time because I had to get this hitch put on this weekend. But you can get a pair for like 10 or 15 bucks. I'll put a link down below in the description of what I'm talking about. But this hardware here, you have to fish this bolt and this spacer up through a hole in the frame. They give you the wire here that attaches to the bolt like this. That way you could pull that bolt up through that hole and down through that frame, and then you'll attach one of these washers and one nut onto this bolt once you remove this wire, making sure not to push that bolt back up through into that frame. Pretty self-explanatory here. And then you do get your bolt and your big plate here that goes on the back of the hitch, but I'll show you exactly what that is for once we get the hitch mounted up in there into place. Now I know you guys aren't gonna probably have one of these pits, but this pit makes it very nice for installing things like this. If you have a lift, use that. But my brother has this pit at his house and it makes this just super easy. And I did spray underneath this whole car before wintertime with fluid film. It's still holding up nice. You can see that shine there I used clear. That rust was from previous to me spraying it. But it still looks great, guys. All through the harsh winter, it looks pretty good under here. No worse than when I sprayed it. So that should let it last a long time. So I'm just spraying these up with some silicone spray here. Hopefully that makes these a little bit easier to remove. It should, because I have a feeling they're not going to be very easy to get off of here. I did bring some pliers to try. I don't know if they'll work. Let's see here. Like I said, them exhaust pliers would have been a lot easier to use. Oh, that one wasn't so bad to get started, but oh, that one was pretty easy. Okay, that one wasn't bad. So these pliers worked for that one, but maybe not for this one because it's kind of up in there. I don't know if I'm gonna have room to get these up in here. Probably not. So you gotta just get these off of here. Let's see, maybe. Yeah, exhaust pliers would be a lot easier. So I don't have room for these. Just gotta get it started up over that. There we go. Once I get it started up over that little nub. Okay. Almost. All right, got that one. All right guys, I got the back down. I didn't realize that the one I took off, there was a double bracket on this side. I could have just took that center one off, but honestly, I think it was pretty easy just to take off each side of this and leave this on the car itself. So that's like that on both sides. That one's off, but I'm probably gonna remove this one as well so that it could drop down a little bit further. All right guys, so I got the bolts in one side, the access holes here. You fish that wire through and pull them down through. You can see how the wire is still attached. Now you want to leave that wire attached. I'll show you on this side. So you get the wire up through there, through this big access hole. You put this together on the end of that wire, and then you fish it up through this hole. You kind of put this little plate through first, get it up in there like that, and then you just pull it over, down through, and then you turn that so the square part locks into there, and then you leave that wire hang there. So this is what how you're gonna start it, like that. And then the angle of the wire, see how the wires kind of swoop that way? Put a little bit of bend on the very tip of the wire like that, so that when you fish it up through there, it'll actually come down through the hole, kind of like that, and then you can grab it. And just like that. So again, just put that up, get that to fit up through there. And you pull it right down through. Now we're ready to put these down through the holes of the hitch and get it up on there, making sure not to push these back up through, especially after you remove these wires. Once you hold it up there while you screw the nut on, you don't want to, that's going to be the hardest part of getting the nut screwed on without pushing those back up through there. All right, recruited the help here. We're going to fish these wires down through the hitch on each side. Pull that one down through, pull them ones down through first, and I'll get it over there. Okay, now the other side. And this makes it so much easier having this pit. All right, now we're gonna get it up on here and this on. Oh, let me get one of these nuts on there. Just stay there. It's actually not too bad once you get it up on there with two people. Now they do make a hitch that has two separate brackets that bolt on individually, and then this bar bolts to the bracket, which would make it a lot easier for one person to install. I didn't want that one because I didn't want these bolts down here rusting out and being separate. I felt like the full one-piece unit would have been a little bit stronger. I know Vever makes a three-piece one, I think, and there was some, and they were actually cheaper. They were only like $100, but I'd rather get this one-piece unit. All right, one side up. All right, guys, now all we got to do is torque these bolts down. It recommends 50 foot-pounds of torque for these ones, and 75 pounds for this one here in the center. So this one here gets torqued to 75 pounds. You see that mount there that goes behind there, and then that bolt goes through, down through that loop. Now on this style hitch, there's no need to remove this. They do make another style, I believe, that kind of goes all the way up in and is hidden, and then this pops down through. I didn't want that one because I didn't want it to step down like that, and I didn't want to remove this, so keep that in mind. But we're pretty much on home stretch here. Once I get these all tight, just gotta prop this exhaust back up, and we should be good to go bike riding. Now we can jack the exhaust back up. Little mini Craftsman jack. That thing's pretty cool. And on this hitch here, it does have this mount here for your plug for plugging in a trailer. I'm not putting that in today, but I think you have to tear some of the interior apart to plug that in, and I'm not quite sure how you'd get it back here. I think there may be a plug up behind here. You can run that through down to right there, but I might just leave the bolt in the trunk or run it off the trunk when needed to keep that plug nice, because I don't really need it with a bike rack, so I might wait to put that in. Oh yeah, it's definitely strong. Ready to haul some bikes. And I took some paint and touched up those two corners where the powder coating was coming off, hopefully trying to prevent some of the rust. But thanks for watching, guys. Hope you found this video helpful, and hopefully it helped you install your hitch if you decide to put one on your 2017 to 2025 Honda CRV, not the hybrid model. Like I said, links will be down below for everything I used in this video. Please consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys around on the next one. Thanks for watching.